Hi everyone, DJ here. Welcome to Best of the Worst Showcat Builds and LEGO Worlds Part 13. Over the last part of Best of the Worst Showcat Builds, we have shown was the Mission Headquarters, the Western Bank, the Volcano Castle, and pretty much the escape ramp. If y'all didn't see those Showcat Builds, make go check that part before this one. But today we have some more Showcat builds, and pretty much is that we have some very interesting ones that we have pretty much seen before actually, but they'll be the first time we ever shown. So it's pretty much two of them actually. So the first one is pretty much from Playful Pirate, which we have pretty much been in that world for a lot of times. The second one is also from Playful Pirate. The third one has never been shown before, but it's a very interesting Showcat build. And pretty much the last one is also a very interesting Showcat build as well. But it ain't that really much to show from those story, or pretty much all of them. So I'll win no time as always. Let's get right into this. And also before we start, go ahead and start showing the Showcat builds. If y'all hadn't checked out over the poll for pretty much over today around pretty much today, make go check that part while y'all watching the video, because the poll today we have is pretty much another My Hero Academia poll, which is who has the worst quirk in this list. Well, it should say who has the worst quirk in My Hero Academia, but I forgot to put that. And pretty much is, if I'm pronouncing their names wrong, by the way, I'm very sorry. I mean, I have seen these characters before because I watched the show, but I pretty much have to pronounce the names pretty much right the best I can. So we have is Minoru, Aoyama, Mashiro, or Toru. So those are the characters we have for those hotel lists. And pretty much you guys picked was Aoyama, which I'm not gonna lie, that's probably one of the most very interesting picks, by the way, because there's a lot of characters in My Hero Academia who have the worst quirks, by the way, and pretty much who have the best quirks. But like him, he has probably like maybe like the first to maybe like second place of being have the worst quirk. And I'll probably explain more of that pretty much like later pretty much in this video, by the way, at the end to see why, by the way, and then pretty much skip like from the rest of the others. But let's go ahead and pretty much show the Showcat build, so I don't want to waste no time. So the first Showcat build we are pretty much showing is pretty much one of the Showcat build that is from Playful Pirate, and we pretty much did one of the quests for the lions before, and that is the Lion Den. Now I have remember going to the Lion Den before, I believe, and this is one of the most very interesting Showcat builds to pretty much shown, because this is literally one of the Showcat builds that's pretty much from the quest, by the way, so which is like very interesting. I wouldn't say this is pretty one of the most coolest Showcat builds. This feels like a hotel, like a, how should I say it, like a prey Showcat build, which is interesting to say, because most of all we do have is some bones. Where we have is the bouncy bones, the skull rock, which I have seen before, and the small skull. Okay, which I'm guessing that if we put in first person for a second, looks like a whole entire hand, but it looks like a whole entire robot hand with like a bunch of bones. That is interesting. But yeah, there's not really much to show this Showcat build, by the way. It is kind of very interesting that we're pretty much just showing a whole entire cave that's pretty much like nothing else to show, but pretty much just like praise. So that is very interesting. But still, I say this is a alright Showcat build. This is an alright Showcat build. I think it pretty much looks okay. Nothing really much to talk about it. So that's pretty much cool. So this is an alright Showcat build. So Lion Den, I'll probably just give you a little bit of like the Showcat build, by the way, just a little bit best, because your pretty much just literally is just a Lion Den. And pretty much caves are pretty much a little bit cool, by the way, because you pretty much see like a bunch of like cool stuff, by the way. And I guess you can see animals in there too as well, which is actually kind of scary to say, but still cool. All right. Next one is pretty much the diving platform. Now I know everyone has not seen this in a very long time, by the way, and I mean a very very long time. Now everyone doesn't remember this actually. This is pretty much from Playful Pirate, and to be fair, actually, I don't think there's really nothing much to show about this Showcat build, by the way. I mean, it's just a diving platform, by the way, which is pretty much like okay. I wish we could put like some water in there to pretty much do like a little diving, but I think we probably not gonna do that, by the way, because even though we have done so many like dives in the pool, like a lot of times, pretty much like we show like a lot of OCs and stuff, by the way. I think we're not gonna do that today in pretty much in Best of the Worst Showcat build, but I guess I can pretty much say this is just pretty much it. I wish there had been more in that, but yeah. So the diving platform is pretty much okay. So diving platform, I guess I can just give you a little bit best, just a teensy bit, not really the best at all, by the way, because you're just a diving platform, by the way. I mean, even though diving pretty much in the pool is pretty much cool, but like this one ain't that much to show right here. So just a teensy of the best, just a teensy of the best. All right. And the next one we have is pretty much a very interesting Showcat build, but it's also pretty much new as well. and that is the doghouse. Now, and everyone doesn't know that I didn't even know this either, by the way, that we do have it's like a little bit like some animal like literally like some animal showcase bills like the doghouse, by the way, and I didn't even know that they added a doghouse in literally in Lego World, which is like very interesting. Because most of all, like, here's the thing. I don't think I've seen dog houses that big, by the way. Because I think well, it might be big in real life, but I haven't really seen a dog house in so long, by the way. Because, like, I don't really see nobody really have a dog house, like, at all in the backyard, by the way. I only seen it once, and that's pretty much it. So, I mean, if people still have, like, dog houses, by the way, that's pretty much okay. But, like, I don't really see them at all, by the way. But still, this one looks pretty much cool, though. I mean, I can literally just. Oh no, I can't fit in there. Okay. I know I can fit in the doghouse, but I can't. But I mean, dog houses are pretty much not really that much to talk about. By the way, I mean they're cool. I mean, it's cool to pretty much take your dog like lay like outside. By the way, pretty much having like a little like a small or a big dog house. So that's pretty much cool. By the way, there ain't much in there. By the way, unless you have to put like a whole entire bowl in there and put a water or I guess give them a bone too. So that's pretty much all right. So I guess I can give the doghouse about a little bit of best, just a little bit, because I mean, not gonna lie, they're just doghouses, so yeah. So yeah, just a little bit best for the doghouse. And the last one we have today is pretty much a bird house. I almost said a bird's nest, by the way, but a bird house. Now I have seen a lot of bird houses before. I have seen a lot in pretty much in cartoons as well, by the way. And to be fair, I think bird houses are pretty much cool. I wouldn't say they're probably like the most very interesting to see because I mean birdhouses are not really new at all, but they are new to pretty much the Shokai build of today. I can pretty much say this: I think birdhouses, like in my opinion, are probably like one of the most very interesting to see because you just see like much of like I can say like maybe like bluebirds or red birds or pretty much just any bird you pretty much see that comes to like the birdhouse. And pretty much just peeks out by the way, especially like from toys as well by the way, because they do have a birdhouse pretty much as toys as well. So which is pretty much cool. So I don't really have to say nothing about this. All I can say that the birdhouse is pretty much cool. It's pretty much cool. So I can give it about like just like maybe just not really a very much best to the Shokai build, but pretty much just a little bit, pretty much like a little maybe a medium best, just a medium best, because I think it makes it much better than that by the way. So which is great. So, which one is your favorite of these Hotel Shokai builds? I know mostly ones are not really that much to pretty much like have a favorite one by the way, because most of all of them not pretty much that little bit good. But which one is your favorite? Is it pretty much the Lion Den, the Diving Platform, the Doghouse, or the Birdhouse? Let me know in the comment below which one's your favorite in this whole entire list. But yeah, but before I end this video right here, by the way, I am gonna pretty much talk about just one thing about why that Aoyama had probably had the worst quirk compared to like the others in pretty much this list. Now, here's the reason. I think Aoyama's quirk is kind of like, just kind of like dumb. And I'm not saying to him as being dumb. I mean, it's kind of like pointless. If you have like a quirk to pretty much have like a whole time in your belly button, it is kind of weird. And you pretty much have like stomach aches and stuff. Yeah, no. That's 100% no. I'm not having a quirk that I've been born with that shoots laser out of my stomach and pretty much is just, I don't know, having stomach aches. Yeah, that's definitely not happening. So I can pretty much say he has the first one in this whole list. The second one I'd probably say is Miroru, because I think his quirk is just kind of ridiculous as well, by the way, even though he is a very, very perfect character, by the way. But I think I'll probably maybe say to this, his quirk is also kind of like just why? Like, why do you have just, oh god. It just does not, it don't even sound right at all. I'm just gonna say bouncy balls. I don't know why he just basically threw like bouncy balls. I guess I could call them sticky balls. You know what? No, just bouncy balls. I don't know why you probably just have bouncy balls. Just basically just throw bouncy balls at enemies that gonna do something. I mean, yes, it does pretty much like stop the enemies, but they can pretty much just rip that all by the way, and they just go ahead and start attacking you. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna say right there. So he probably had the most worst quirk probably in the whole show. But the third one, Mashiro, I think I don't know if I'm pretty much saying his name right by the way. Mashiro, I think his quirk with his tail is also kind of like interesting. It's also very interesting as well, but I think it's kind of like the worst quirk by the way because you only got a tail. I mean, that's it. You're just hitting people with your tail. Sorry, hitting villains with your tail, and that's pretty much it. I mean, okay. I mean, I'm not really surprised with most like quirks we have tail, by the way, because we have seen like mostly like. I mean, we probably do know some characters and like pure like superheroes and probably villains that have tail powers, but I think ones in like pretty much in anime, known as My Hero Academia, for Mashiro, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. But I mean, it's I guess I couldn't say he's had the worst quirk, by the way. I just say he has like just a little bit, but it can be useful though. It can be useful. And the last one for Tororo, which is the Invisible Girl, which I hope I'm saying her name right too. Which I could say maybe just the word quirk, by the way, but let me mind you're just a girl invisible, by the way. You're literally just invisible, and we have no idea what you look like. Well, actually, I actually do know what she looked like, pretty much in like in some pictures of Google, by the way, what I was looking at, and pretty much this, she actually does look very cute. I'm not gonna lie, she does look very cute. I mean, I've seen some pictures of it, by the way, and just wow, she actually looks really adorable. But I wouldn't say her quirk is pretty that bad. I mean, it's just invisible. So I mean, invisible is not really a like a whole entire like power that is not really new. I mean, it might be cool, but let me mind, you're just invisible the whole time. By the way, you're putting your clothes on, your parents just pretty much just gonna like we pretty much can still see you. So that's all I can say for that there. But still, I think most of all those quirks I pretty much just listened for those characters. By the way, is very interesting. So Oyama probably had the like literally the worst one. Just saying that one more time, literally the worst one. But as I say again, but what and one, I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here. If y'all enjoy, sure I know what to do. So I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next video. Bye.